So, I'm actually not really good at these videos, believe it or not. For all of my time on YouTube, this is probably the type of video that I am the worst at. And it's because I just need to make this video. I owe you guys a bit of an apology. See, one of the things that I set out to do is to be very consistent, and in July, we crushed it. I managed to put out content pretty much every week in July. I put out maybe 16 videos. My goal with the channel has been to try to give you guys the best content possible and to also do that on a regular basis, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I wasn't able to keep up with that in August. I got overwhelmed by a ton of things, both professionally and personally. I was working on updating the new website. I was working on a ton of things in terms of the coaching business. We updated the YouTube starter kit. I did all these different projects and all this stuff with my team, and the content ultimately suffered. It was the thing that got cut. And then I got personally overwhelmed. August is a really hard month for me in terms of personal stuff. I posted about this on the community tab. In 2016, in August, my grandmother passed away from aggressive and somewhat out of the blue cancer. She had already had various health issues, and it was still way too early. She still actually had a lot of life to live, but I think with what we've seen, even with Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther, and maybe you've experienced this in your own family, that like cancer just sucks. Cancer just freaking sucks, and it's probably the thing that I'm scared of the most, if I'm being honest. So with all of that going on and some other things that I had to deal with, I just was not able to keep up with the content and do what I wanted to do with the channel. And that has nothing to do with, all of you, and that's not your fault. There's this really, really messed up part of me that ultimately piles things on and piles things on and piles things on, and maybe you can relate to this. And then I put the pressure on myself so that I have to follow through. That's actually not a really good habit to have, and it's part of the reason that I built a team. It's part of the reason that I hired Andy and I hired Brooke. It's part of the reason that I hired my sister as a personal assistant into the business. It's part of why I'm getting ready to start working with an editor, because there's just a lot of things that I want to do, that I love doing, and it's hard to do them to the quality and standards that I have and that I've set for all of you, and be consistent at the same time. There is a balance to quality and quantity. And for me, it's not about the algorithm. It's about the fact that there's so much that I want to make, because I'm trying to help you guys accomplish some very, very specific things. We have this very amazing and very dope community here on the channel. Awesome squad, you all rock. But we also have, really in my mind, three really different types of people at a bare minimum that are in this community. We obviously have the content creators who, want to express themselves and they want to grow on YouTube. And I know that's probably where a lot of you click this video. That's where a lot of you know me from, is the YouTube help content. But this has never been about building a YouTube help channel. This is a channel around creative entrepreneurship, which is a really big idea, but I'm trying to help you understand that it's like, if you want to be a creative person, first of all, you already don't fit the mold. So being beholden to an algorithm, probably not in your best interest. And ultimately, I think some of you have seen that there are changes and shakeups with YouTube from time to time, and that can get frustrating for somebody who's trying to make their thing on their own terms. And so my answer has always been that if you are financially tied to a platform, your creativity is going to suffer for it. And so I'm trying to help you guys divorce yourself from being beholden to anybody. And that means that you can't have everything begin and end with YouTube. And then some of you, frankly, don't have the resources or the time to wait out YouTube growing in order to change your life and your financial situation. And so I'm trying to get a lot more of you into either freelancing or some other form of making money online. And so we have people here who can be creative professionals that may not be ready to start a full-on business. It takes a little while to start bringing in the Benjamins over there, but I think that some of you can be business owners, but some of you just need freedom as creative people, and you need to be able to maybe have an outlet to express yourself with social media, but it may not be making enough money right away. And the faster way to make money on the internet is to provide other people with services. So jump into freelancing like I did when I started. And that's kind of like a bit of the point of this video, is to let you know what's going on, because I owe you that. I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation, and I hate making update videos, and I hate making vlogs, kind of. I could get used to the vlogs though, and this camera, the Sony ZV-1, makes it a little bit easier for me. But the thing that I really want to do to help a lot of you is I want to help content creators grow and build an audience, but I know that that can be slow in terms of making money. I want you to be able to take the skills that you have and show you how to make money online. And I think I do a lot of that with the content. So I want to help people start businesses, whether you're doing print-on-demand t-shirts, whether you are doing poster artwork, whether you're selling your music and your beats. And then for those of you who want to build online businesses that do products or services, you do e-commerce, you do Shopify, you sell courses, whatever it is, I really want to give you guys the tutorials and also the business principles you need to be successful. But I'm trying to also work it out so that you actually click on the bloody videos and watch them, because I know that like YouTube's competitive in a lot of ways, and we talk about it here on the channel, but I'm gonna have to sometimes, to give you what you need, I'm gonna have to make videos where the titles and the thumbnails are in a certain way, because it's not just about the views, it's the fact that if it's not getting the views, there's a real chance that I'm not reaching the people that I wanna help. And there's a real chance that some of you are skipping the videos, and I get that, and it's also because we built 3 audiences, right? We have YouTube content creators. A lot of you, you're not going to want to click on the freelance videos, even though you need money in your pockets right now. You're not going to click on the freelance videos. You're obsessed with YouTube. Some of you, you want the online business videos, but a lot of you, you don't even have the traffic to get customers. If you don't have the traffic to get customers, how are you going to make any sales? And what would help you is maybe doing YouTube or doing Instagram, or again, just learning how to siphon traffic from one of these free online platforms. So again, I'm trying to make the best content possible that I know how. And the reason I feel like I have to do 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is because I feel like I have to help all of you. I feel like I have to help that creator on YouTube that maybe is making money and needs to grow that audience to make it sustainable, so that they aren't splitting that with their day job. I need to try to help that person who does want to go into freelancing so they can make money this week, so they can go ahead and they can stop worrying about, whether they have enough to make rent, or so they can have something a little bit extra, and then maybe down the road they can put that into something bigger, or even just have savings for the first time in their freaking lives. So I get that. And then of course, I never want to leave behind entrepreneurs, because that's what I'm really passionate about, and being an entrepreneur has just helped me so much in so many ways. And so I feel like I have to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in order to make a real commitment that helps everybody in this community. And it's hard, and I'm going to have to figure it out, but I also am trying to do it while stepping up the level of my quality of videos to a place that I'm happier with, and that I think is really good, and just makes the best viewer experience possible for these types of videos. So like I was saying earlier, my main thing is I feel like I owe you guys somewhat of an apology, and I need to tell you what was going on. Again, I might delete this video later, I might change the title of this video later, but I just felt like I needed to tell you guys what's been in my head, what's been on my mind, what I've been up to, because I don't like taking a week off without uploading content. I don't like feeling like I've ghosted my audience. It doesn't make me happy. And I know that a lot of people will say, well, don't work too hard and don't burn out. But you need to understand, with me, I'm not happy if I'm not creating. I've wanted to just draw and create and doodle and make films and mess around in Photoshop my whole life since I was a kid. That's all I wanted to do. All I wanted to do was hurry up, turn 18, stop having to go to school, or go to college, and then maybe not do that so much. And I also wanted to just make enough money to be able to help out my mom. And I was able to do that by building a business, and I get to wake up every day and I get to have this awesome team that I work with all over the country, and I get to talk to some of the most cool and dope people in the world on the internet, and that gets to be what I do for a living. And it's amazing to be able to just make things and build things for a living. But it's also not easy. It's not glamorous. It can be stressful, and I probably am not the best boss in the world to myself. I probably am one of the worst bosses I've ever had, and I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it because I don't think that everything I do to myself is always healthy, but you should know that it doesn't make me truly unhappy. I do want you to know that. I do know that a lot of you care about me. I do know that a lot of you think about me, and I really do appreciate it. And it does mean the world to me to have that support. It's the kind of support I never had growing up as a kid in school. I had a handful of friends that really had my back, and that's it. And that's all you really need in life. But the kind of acceptance that all of you have given me is the kind of acceptance that I never really got anywhere else. And maybe a lot of you feel that way, and that's why you're here too. So anyway, that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know I've been like making this video. I'm not dragging this video out on purpose. I just haven't talked to you guys in so long, and I wanted to make this kind of video. I also probably am going to make this type of video, even though I really am not comfortable vlogging. I really prefer doing outlined videos or doing, my opinion-based things on the industry. I'm really more into that. However, I am probably going to do a video update of some kind like this and some other more candid content, and that's probably going to be more of a members only thing. Some of that might also live on the Real Talk with Roberto channel, so that might live on my second channel, but I do want to talk to you guys a lot more directly, and whenever something's going on, I do want to let you know what's going on with me, and so I just have to figure all of this out. I'm figuring it out. I have some great people in my life that are supporting me and helping me, and I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you. So anyway, that's it. Tomorrow's video will go up at about 9:30 a.m. I'm still figuring out for Monday, Wednesday, Friday exactly when I'm going to start releasing videos. It looks like in YouTube Analytics it's telling me 2:30 p.m. is the sweet spot to reach as many of you as possible, and that's a good balance between some of you guys on the East Coast, West Coast, so that's what we're going to look at doing. And so with all of that said, just thank you for watching this video if you watched it all the way to the end. Thank you for putting up with the consistent inconsistency from me sometimes. It's one of the things I really desperately want to do better at. I've just been obsessed with making the quality better, and it's made it inconsistent, and I don't like that. You know that consistency is my thing. If I could live with a lower tier of content, I would make videos every day, to be honest with you. If I could just live with a lower tier of content, if I could just stop driving myself insane, if I could just stop moving the bloody goalpost like my therapist and my best friends keep telling me, if I could just stop moving the goalpost, we could just do this a little bit more easily. Anyway, thanks so much, you guys. Stay awesome, and I will catch you next time. Take care.